Imagine a pivotal moment when a single congressional action dramatically reshaped a nation's involvement in a distant conflict. This action, often misunderstood, marked a significant turning point in American history and altered the course of the Vietnam War. The Gulf of Tonkin Resolution, passed by the United States Congress in August of 1964, had a primary purpose: to give President Lyndon B. Johnson broad authority to use conventional military force in Southeast Asia without a formal declaration of war. It was essentially a blank check from Congress to the executive branch, empowering the president to take all necessary measures to repel any armed attack against the forces of the United States and to prevent further aggression. The immediate catalyst for this resolution was a series of alleged naval confrontations in the Gulf of Tonkin off the coast of North Vietnam. The administration reported that North Vietnamese torpedo boats had launched unprovoked attacks on United States Navy destroyers, the USS Maddox and the USS Turner Joy. While the first attack on August 2, 1960, was largely confirmed, the details of a second, alleged attack on August 4, 1960, remained ambiguous and later became highly debated. However, at the time, President Johnson leveraged these incidents to secure congressional backing for increased military intervention, framing it as a defensive response to aggression. This resolution transformed the legal basis for American military action, allowing for a significant escalation of troops and resources in Vietnam without the constitutional requirement of a formal or declaration. It shifted the balance of power between the legislative and executive branches regarding war-making powers, setting a precedent that deeply impacted subsequent foreign policy decisions. This meant the president could deploy hundreds of thousands of troops and direct massive bombing campaigns based on this broad mandate, rather than explicit congressional approval for each step. An important nuance often overlooked is that the resolution was not intended to declare war but to authorize the president to use military force in ways that were deemed necessary to protect national interests and support allies under the Southeast Asia Collective Defense Treaty, also known as SEATO. This legal framing allowed the administration to conduct extensive military operations while maintaining the narrative that the United States was simply assisting South Vietnam, not engaging in a full-scale war. Ultimately, the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution served as the foundational legislative authority for the United States' deep and prolonged military engagement in Vietnam. Its purpose was to legitimize and enable the substantial expansion of American military presence and operations, fundamentally altering the scope and nature of the conflict, and leading to a significant reevaluation of presidential war powers in the years that followed.
If this history moves you, like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.